Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Triple H recently shared an update on a WWE legend ahead of the highly anticipated debut episode of Raw on Netflix on January 6th. The game spoke about John Cena's impending retirement tour and mentioned that he would wrestle a lot in 2025 before officially hanging up his boots by the end of the year. The upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw features a stacked card that has raised fan expectations. John Cena is also scheduled to appear on the show, where he could likely shed light on his plans for 2025 and even announce his entry into the Men's Royal Rumble match on February 1st. Ahead of this, WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, sat down for a chat with SI Media's Jimmy Traina, where he spoke about the Nation Leader's retirement tour. Hunter revealed that fans can expect the 16-time WWE Champion to wrestle not only at premium live events, but also on TV and live events before calling it quits. He has made this his prime commitment for the year, and he's kind of all in. So he's going to make some live events. He's going to make TVs. Not everything, because then obviously supply and demand as well. He'll make select premium live events. He's going to wrestle a lot. And then it's sort of a one calendar year thing. And then he's going to call it a day, said Triple H. On a recent edition of his The Coach and Bro Show, Vince Russo said that if The Rock weren't scheduled for a surprise appearance on WWE Raw, John Cena would be the only other name who should open the episode. Russo firmly believes that only Cena or the Final Boss could lure casual viewers tuning into Raw on Netflix. I mean, the only other way I think you could do it is Cena. That may be the only other way. If it's not Cena and it's not Rock, bro, a lot of casual fans, bro, don't know Roman Reigns. They stopped watching a long time ago, he said. No matter where on the show he's positioned, there's no doubt that Cena's appearance is sure to generate a thunderous reaction from the fans present in the Intuit Dome. The wrestling world was on edge after the cryptic comments made by Triple H at the latest press conference, where he gave a significant update on the return of a former WWE champion who had been absent from the ring for some time. Speculation had been running wild for months, and fans were hoping for an official announcement regarding the return of one of the company's biggest stars. Triple H, the Chief Content Officer of WWE, stood before a sea of reporters, each one eager to get the latest news about some of WWE's biggest stars. The atmosphere in the room was charged with anticipation as the veteran Hall of Famer took his place behind the microphone. He had just wrapped up a discussion about WWE's future, upcoming events, and the international expansion plans. But then he was asked the question everyone wanted to know. What's the latest with the former WWE Champion's potential return to the company? For a moment, Triple H paused. His demeanor shifted, becoming more reflective, as if he knew the weight of the announcement he was about to make. The former 14-time world champion cleared his throat before speaking, his words calm yet heavy with emotion. Look, it's no secret that we've all been wondering about this particular individual, Triple H began, leaning forward slightly. He's someone who's given everything to this company, someone who has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest of all time. But sometimes, time has its way with us, and it's clear that for him, time is catching up. The room went silent as reporters leaned in, eager for more details. Triple H continued. He's going to call it a day, and that's something that we all need to respect. His body, after everything he's been through, is telling him it's time. It's a difficult decision for anyone, especially someone like him who has always given 100% to the fans and to this business. But in his heart, he knows it's time to step away. Triple H's tone was somber, but there was a sense of respect and understanding in his voice. He wasn't just talking about a wrestler here. He was talking about a colleague, a friend, someone who had helped shape the company into what it was today. The former WWE champion Triple H was referring to was none other than John Cena. Cena, a name synonymous with WWE, had been on the sidelines for some time now, focusing on his acting career and his various philanthropic efforts. However, rumors of his return had been swirling for months, with fans speculating about his potential involvement in major storylines or a final match. Triple H's words, however, made it clear that Cena's time in the squared circle might be nearing its end. I know the fans have been hoping for that one last match, that grand return. And honestly, I think if it were up to him, he would have come back a long time ago," Triple H said, his voice tinged with nostalgia. "But he's been busy with other projects, and his schedule has just become more demanding. The reality is, it's hard to keep up with that pace when you're not in the ring every day. And that's the decision he's made. He's going to call it a day, and he's going to leave this business on his own terms, which is the way it should be." The room was filled with a mix of emotions. There were nods of understanding from some, while others had a somber look on their faces. Cena had become a larger-than-life figure, not just in the world of professional wrestling but in pop culture. His slogan, "Never Give Up," had become a rallying cry for fans around the world, and his countless accomplishments in WWE made him a household name. For years, Cena had been the face of the company, carrying the mantle of the champ through thick and thin. Whether it was his battles against the likes of Randy Orton, Edge, or The Rock, Cena had always been a reliable presence in WWE. His work ethic and dedication to the company were undeniable, and he was often praised for putting over younger talent and elevating the next generation of superstars. Despite his busy schedule, Cena had made a handful of appearances over the years, sparking hope among fans that he would eventually return for a big match. His appearances had always drawn massive reactions, and his presence in a WWE ring was still as powerful as ever. But now, Triple H was making it clear that Cena had made the difficult decision to step away for good. "Look, this business is in his blood," Triple H continued. "He loves this company, and he loves the fans. That's why this decision wasn't easy for him. He's been a part of the WWE family for nearly 2 decades. But we all have to recognize that there's a time to step away. We all get to that point, whether we like it or not." Triple H paused, allowing his words to sink in. He knew that Cena's departure would leave a massive hole in the WWE landscape, but he also understood that Cena's legacy would continue to live on in the company. Cena had inspired countless people, both inside and outside the ring, and his impact on WWE would never be forgotten. "I want to make it clear," Triple H said, his voice growing more resolute. "John Cena's legacy is etched in stone. No one will ever be able to take away what he's done for this company. He's a 16-time world champion, a 2-time Hall of Famer in our eyes, and someone who has transcended the business. We'll always be grateful for everything he's done. And while he's not coming back to compete, that doesn't mean he won't still be a part of the WWE family in some capacity. We're always going to have his back." The news of Cena's departure resonated deeply with the WWE Universe. Fans who had grown up watching Cena's rise to stardom, his rivalries, and his epic matches couldn't help but feel a sense of loss. The idea of Cena no longer competing in the ring was a tough pill to swallow. But at the same time, there was a sense of pride in knowing that Cena had given his all to the business. As the press conference wrapped up, Triple H took a moment to reflect on Cena's career. He acknowledged that Cena had not only been a star but a leader, someone who had helped shape the culture of WWE in ways that were often overlooked. Cena's dedication to the business and to his fans was something that would continue to inspire future generations of wrestlers. "He's a true legend," Triple H concluded, "and while he may be stepping away from the ring, his impact on WWE will never fade." In the days following the press conference, the wrestling world was flooded with tributes to Cena from fellow wrestlers, fans, and celebrities alike. Cena's departure marked the end of an era, but it also served as a reminder of the incredible legacy he had built. And while he may no longer be stepping into the ring, his influence on WWE and the world of professional wrestling would live on forever.